good evening, and welcome viewers to MATCHFIT Entertainment's live coverage of Rainlight Racing's Season 12 LMU Series Round 8 at Qatar. We are getting down to the pointy end of the season. I'm Davo. Normally I'd say J-Man right by my side, but it's not J-Man right by my side tonight. I think we've got Mr. Isaac Ichikawa back in the box, guest broadcast press commentator, and look, now he's got the main seat tonight. How are you doing, Isaac?
Yeah, g'day, Davo. Thanks for having me on the broadcast again. Yeah, as you've said, we're at Qatar, and Qatar features 16 corners, 6 left hand, 10 right hand. It's a 5.4 kilometre track. It's quite a fast flowing track, quite technical. It's got a triple right hander. Originally the track was designed primarily for motorcycles, modified for Formula One, and now as you see the boys here in GT3s. So should be a good race tonight, exciting, and the viewers should be in for a good one.
Oh, absolutely. Look, you can sort of pick these motorcycle tracks, can't you? They're very flowy. A lot of mid to fast corners here. I'm just watching Gunther Row actually on screen there, ladies and gentlemen. It's probably you are as well. Yeah, some quite technical tracks, and easily sort of converted to a Formula One style track. So not familiar with it. Haven't done any laps personally myself around Qatar. So it's hard for me to comment, and so that's why it's so good that we've got Isaac in the commentary booth tonight here as the boys are out in qualifying, and we will start to see some indicative times coming across already. Gunther Row first car through with a 58.174 there. Isaac, have to be careful not to call you J-Man, because I'm going to be trying to call you J-Man all night. I know you're not J-Man, you're Isaac Ichikawa.
I'll be J-Man for the podcast, for the dream
tonight. But look,
yeah, as we saw Davo earlier in the practice of the boys looking quick. Aston seems to be out on top. They were top 3 earlier in the session previously. So see if anybody has the pace to get in between them and put a nose in.
Yeah, look, and good point, Isaac, as well. Look, we saw Crossland pre-race practice, pre-qualifying practice, on the top of the list over Matty Clark, both in Aston Martins. But look, is it a surprise? Well, a little bit. I mean, we've just given Clark's a dominance of the series so far. We know Famous Crossing, as we know him, is more than capable, but rarely do we actually see the number 43, official number 43 Sim Black's Aston Martin on the top of that list. So what is that? What does that tell us, Isaac? Maybe we've got a race on our hands here tonight between Famous Crossy and Famous Clarky. Who knows?
Oh, wouldn't we love to see that? Would we
Totally
love to see that, Davo? Hey, it'll be a great race. You know, Matt's very competitive as a racer. He likes to drive fast and race other people. Obviously, like what we all like to do. Hence, we do the old Rainlight Racing series.
Absolutely.
So hopefully, Crossy can get his elbows out and have a good race.
Look, I totally agree. A couple of other mentions. Obviously, PD was in that list of, I suppose, the top 5 as was, I think, Go and even Nick Firth and maybe Joseph Marnie might have snuck into that top 5 or 6 that we noticed in pre-race. So, well, some of them are the usual suspects. I don't think not everyone really sort of got knuckled in. I mean, we've got the likes of Bewley here, as always, and Costas Makalos to look out for. So, plenty to play for.
Yeah, that's right, Davo. And Marnie's looking quicker and quicker every race he comes to. So, yeah, if he's racing next season, for example, he'll definitely be one to watch out for, especially if he's sticking with his old reliable Porsche.
The V-Dub. Look, is he a Porsche fan? Do you know Joseph well, or is he a Porsche guy?
He's a Porsche man, do or die, yes.
Oh, okay. He's a...
Yes.
Well...
Porsche to the graves.
Well, I like him. It just ticks... look, I'm a fan. I was a fan already, but I'm a little bit the same. Do love a Porsche. I love the challenge. A lot of guys jump in it for a season and then just go, why the hell did I do that? And flick it to the curb pretty quickly after that. Yeah. And they will never go back to it. But I do love them myself. So nice work for Marnie. And like you said, it's just these sort of experiences that just sort of, they gain a little bit more confidence, and they obviously gain a little bit more data and knowledge on how to set these cars up and race them quickly and be competitive and consistent in the Porsche, which can be the challenge, is just keeping an eye, because they're a tricky little beast to drive, aren't they?
Yeah, they definitely are. They have a lot of, when you turn in them, they have a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? They can be quite oversteery.
Oh, they want to overtake themselves, yes.
Yes, they want to drive the car themselves. I always say, whenever you're driving a Porsche, you're not driving it, the Porsche is driving you.
Yeah.
You're
so just it's guiding it. So
you're just along for the ride. Bit like the Lamborghini, if I'm being honest. As you know, I drive the Lamborghini, and it's very much the same.
We haven't mentioned that yet, but just look, we've talked about a few names already here. So far, Matt Clark, obviously one of those. Steve Cross and Joseph Marnie and Costas Makalos. There they are, first, second, third, and fourth. Provisionally in qualifying here. PD got the car back in the pits at the moment. Where are we? We're only a couple of... literally end of the qualifying sessions. Hayden Crossan back again and doing a stellar job. Only a young fellow, I think. Hayden, a nephew, I think, to Steve Crossan.
Yeah,
yes.
Nephew,
Gunther, Gunther, Bewley, Carso, and a few other names well down that list there, Isaac. What do you read into that as we wrap up qualifying? What is going on there?
Could be a factor of things. Could be lap traffic, because I'm not sure if you're aware, but when Gunther does his pre-qualifying brief, he says you're not allowed to pass anyone unless they verbally tell you that you can pass. So could be traffic, just you could get one sector right, one sector wrong. Sure. Invalid laps. Could be a multitude, get the word right, multitude of different reasons. Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. Interesting fun facts there. So it's a no overtake policy in qualifying here for season 12 in the Rainlight Racing 2026 LMU series, proudly sponsored by MATCHFIT Entertainment, and obviously broadcast to you live here tonight with Davo and Isaac Ichikawa back in the booth. Again for tonight's coverage, and we will quickly... Oh, who was that just piping up? G'day, Tegs. Tegel. obviously not out on track either tonight. Welcome aboard. Remember to hit, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like and subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, hit the notifications as well. Support Rainlight Racing and MATCHFIT Entertainment in the process. We've got to give a quick shout out, obviously, to SimBlacks, giving away stellar stuff here for Rainlight Racing again on board in 2026. Stefan and the crew over at SimBlacks, always great supporter of these grassroots communities in Australia and New Zealand, and back on board again with the Rainlight Racing crew here. Mystery prize again. I think they did this to us last season, so we can't even tell you what it is. I don't think anybody knows, but Stefan. So, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Obviously, remembering MATCHFIT Entertainment has MATCHFIT events as well. We've got plenty going on. We have got iRacing and Supercars NZ tomorrow night, ASR NZ iRacing on Wednesday night, and ACC on a Thursday night. But we also have the Road America 450 coming up in iRacing for MATCHFIT events in the 19th of April. So don't forget that. And quickly, ladies and gentlemen, grab your phones out before these guys go to grid, right? Scan that QR code right there. This is the announcement that you want to see. Scan that QR code, pause the video if you're watching it later on, scan that QR code and get involved in this. What a great giveaway. Sponsored by Mozza Racing, SimBlacks, MATCHFIT Entertainment, GAMAFLARE. It is the Get a Sim giveaway. Just look at that graphic, ladies and gentlemen. You get all that stuff for free. Okay? No tickets. Just sign up and register, and you could win that. It will be drawn on June the 11th, so stay tuned. Another good reason to stay tuned to MATCHFIT. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a quick look at the points here. Isaac, Matty Clark, no surprise, out the front with 285, topping Costas Macrolos is well back, 80 points back with 205. 203, so Costas and Harry Lyons have got a fight going on. Harry not here again tonight, so that is only going to stretch that gap between Costas and Harry. Bewley, however, with Harry not being around, is going to sort of take his place. There he is in at 194. Then we have Gunther, Joseph Marnie, PD, Steve Crossland, Robbie Mitchell and Nick Firth rounding out the top 10. Just look at Steve Crossland, Robbie Mitchell and Nick Firth. G'day, Flirthy. G'day, Flirthy. Flirthy's flip flam. Freaking something, I don't know.
It'll be something.
But 128, 126, 125. Okay, actually, let's just go down one more page there. And Chris Fraser is actually only 5 points behind that lot as well. So that is a great set of numbers to look at. So I think I've got it all. I think I've done everything. We got Monza next week. We'll touch on that later. But the boys are starting to roll out for their little, very, very short formation here, Isaac.
Yes,
I think I paid the bills.
ready to go.
We are ready to go. We are ready to go.
Take a deep breath.
Okay, where's the helicam? Bring on the helicam. We don't think we have one. This is as close as we get here at in LMU front row. Matty Clark, Steve Crossland, no surprise. Costas Macrolos, Joseph Muddy, no surprise either there. BD, Hayden Crossland, Gunther Rowe, Nathan Bewley, Sam Carson and Nick Firth rounding at the top 10. This is going to be awesome here, Qatar. Isaac in the comms box with Davo, and what a great start, Isaac.
Drag racing in the US.
It is on. It is on. Look at three
Three wide into the first corner. Crazy stuff from the boys.
2 rows of 3 wide. I just look, where else are you going to get that sort of jazz? And everyone.
Well, I can tell you, only at a motorcycle track there, Davo.
Mate, look, everybody's still pointing in the right direction. We literally had 2 rows of 3 wide into one. I'm nearly hoarse already.
Great start from the boys there.
Absolutely.
Showing the racecraft. No matter to go 3 wide. Not only the front row, but the row behind them 3 wide. And like you said, all facing the correct way.
Crazy stuff. Let's get back to the action just quickly here. So, where did it all land? Not much changed, Isaac. Up the front there, Matty Clark, Steve Crossland still first and second. Hayden Crossland, that's where everything has changed, is Hayden Crossland and Costas Makalos up into 3rd and 4th, respectively. Gunther Rowe, I think, still hovering in 5th. I think that's where he started. Let's just have a look. Yeah, no, he's gone up.
Looks like he's just had a spin, half a spin. He's just in front of Bewley now.
Okay, so Gunther Rowe was already up a position. Like you said, a little bit of a half spin there from Hayden. It's not going to help his progress. Joseph Marnie tucked in behind Gunther as well, PD. Yeah, so a little bit a shake up. And that is lap 1. Very clean start to the start of this race. Look at this going on here. That is Makalos on PD behind Nick Firth.
Yeah, the boys very, very bunched up, which makes for great racing. As a spectator, maybe a little bit nervous.
Oh, look out! Let's see. So that is PD. I think off track here. Let's just get a quick eyeball on this one. Oh, so he just tips in a little bit, maybe a little bit prematurely on Costas Makalos. Turns the Ferrari. Makalos, I think, may have even readdressed that. I don't even know. Maybe not. But yes, so a little bit of a cut in the background.
And Sue just saying in the chat that Crossy got past. So with all of the action happening, we've missed the pass from Steve Crossland on Matty Clark.
Let's just try and find that right now. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Sue. See, another set of eyes always helps. Yeah, here it is.
No, I reckon we need to bring Sue up into the hot box too.
She needs to be on the payroll. I totally agree. A couple of Astons going at it. And there's the pass. Good, clean 101 stuff there from Steve Crossland, getting it done there, Isaac. No struggle. Obviously, it takes 2 to get stuff done so cleanly and respectfully. So obviously, Matty, seeing him come out, knows that he's got the extra pace, lets him go. Joseph Marnie and Gunther in the background there as well. So there's a little bit of is it like 4 of them? Was there 5 of them? No, it's Joseph Marnie rounding out that little top group there. So the top 4 cars actually quite close there.
Yeah, very close. Very, very close. And the boys, as I was saying earlier to you, Davo, a couple of the boys did the Qatar 10 hour. So it was Clark, Money, Lawrence, who's not here tonight, and Bewley. So they will have a lot of track knowledge around this track, and seems to be showing.
They will be well versed in this, won't they? After the weekend's efforts.
After 10 hours.
Yeah, 10 hours. Definitely. Yeah. So nice work. Trying to navigate our way around this new software here. Still a little bit sketchy, but we're bringing you replays. I think that just makes up for the sketchy camera angles, I'll tell you, because we do have replays, ladies and gentlemen. So, Nick Firth And I think that is Hayden Crossland, not too far behind. If you look in the back of shot there, you can clearly see the red and white and yellow Lexi of Nathan Bewley, and definitely one to watch there. Isaac, PD.
Yes, definitely one to watch.
PD in recovery mode. Sam Carson also down a few spots as well. So plenty going on. All right. Costs a smack on the what is going here. Overtake. Ken Worcester on. Are we getting a replay of this? Yes. Oh, that's Carso there, actually just making a bit of a slip up there. Sneak back to that, actually. That's probably the more important replay is Carso looping and unforced there. That's PD going around him in the Ferrari in recovery mode. But there's Ken Worcester as well in the Mustang getting it done. And clearing
just
that
having
car.
to avoid that one. Yeah.
Yeah, no contact.
Could have ended a lot worse, so well done to Ken there for avoiding that. And PD as well, he was right behind.
He was.
He looks like he's slowly itching out a gap to Clark. Swings and roundabouts, nearly up to 1 second there, and then obviously goes down to about half a second in some parts of the track, so could be one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, a little bit of toing and froing there between the boys. The top four there still so close there though, Isaac. No surprise really, is it?
No surprise, and it'll be very interesting to see if anybody is fuel saving, whether it be a little bit or if they're all just pushing to the limit and trying to keep up with each other.
Got out of the in-car of Gunther Rowe, Helbert Cam from Gunther Rowe. They'll be well focused on the back of these two here, but always remembering, let's get over the rear wing of this thing. It's got Joseph Money literally tucked under the wing. Oh, and nearly with a little bit of overlap there.
Yeah, very close between the two of them there. Wondering if Jose is just going to wait for a opportune time to make a pass on Gunther. Does look like Jose might have a little bit more pace than Rowe in some areas of the track, but yeah, one to keep an eye on.
Definitely.
Very action packed in these few laps. We're only on lap 5,
We are.
ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, let's just take a deep breath. We've still got a long way to go.
Absolutely we do. So we got a couple of British marks in the Aston Martin out in front. A couple of German V-dubs there in tow, and these four, you can see them all in camera shot, clearly see them all in camera shot there together. So nice work from all those boys. So let's see if we can get a camera back. I think that is Nick Firth, who's actually in 5th. And yeah, just in a bit of clean air at the moment. So nice.
Yeah, these top 4, they definitely have a little bit of a spread, don't they, Davo, to Firth behind him at Firth.
Bewley back a shot there, the ever-present, and I think probably on his way towards the back end. Nick Firth, Aston Martin. Then I think we've got another. Look, I think there's 3 Porsches in a row. You can see him just in the blur in the back of the back shot there. Doug Right and Robbie Mitchell, Lee Perkins in the Bumblebee. The yellow, bright yellow and black Lamborghini, which is prone to kill you. Hayden Crossland had a relatively good start to the race, but then has just not been able to deliver. PD in recovery.
Right.
Ken Worcester staying at it. Carso we've seen with an unforced start. We've seen Costas getting tangled up as well. So some of these boys in recovery mode here, Isaac.
Yeah, that's right. As we saw the tangle up between a couple of the boys, unfortunately, at the back of the pack now. Unfortunate for Hayden Crossland, who was up to P3, I think, at one stage of the early couple of laps, and unfortunately just had that half spin. I believe it was at the triple right-handers.
And easily done. As we just pick up on here, look, this has come up on my data here. I nearly called you J-Man then. That was Lee Perkins and PD. PD's car looks very damaged. Both those cars just actually returning to the track, so they've just been re-in. But then we got Carso and Makalos that have jumped in on that fight, and look at these four now. Wow.
They want a piece of that, don't they, Davo?
It is on. It is so on. So that is, where are those boys?
Oh, but Hayden Crossland going off at the background there, Davo.
Well off. Like, I don't even think our cameras get focus out there, Isaac. So we're not even going to try and ask the boys to scroll around and look at that. Ken Worcester. Look, Ken Worcester, got to give it to him. Just sort of pretty much kept his nose clean here in the number 8 Wheels Inc car. And look at him go. He's just literally, all he's got to do is stay focused here. Keep the Mustang pointing in the right direction here. And that guy is a shoo-in here for a top 10 position. So nice work from Ken. Thanks Sue and Warren Baker for tuning in. Tags as always. And
There's been a couple of good battles early on, haven't there, Davo?
There has. Look, it's hard to go past the 2 rows of 3 wide. I think it was 1 and 2. They're actually at the beginning of the race. It was pretty epic stuff. These guys playing for keeps right from the get-go as soon as the green flag dropped there. And yeah, just a quick shout out to, I'm distracted by the chat box here. New replay graphics in the update on Tuesday. Thank you, Tags, for that update. We are keeping an eye on that mob, that's for sure. So Nathan Bewley still holding down 6th position. Nick in that clean air, like I mentioned earlier, in 5th. I think Bewley might have his measure. I don't know. It doesn't actually look like he's going too much. Doug Fraser and Robbie Mitchell. There they are. 1, 2, 3 Porsches. Look, what a trio. These guys, you can throw a blanket over that lot. Then we have the man we were just talking about in Ken Worcester. Now he does have PD starting to put a bit of pressure on, but just get a load of PD's the front of that Ferrari. It's not pretty, Isaac.
No, it's definitely been in the wars, hasn't it, Davo?
I'm not sure how that's really going to work. I don't know how he's getting so much space out of it. Oh, there's another crack.
He's having a look at Ken there. And Ken can be one. He can make it very difficult for you to pass. So let's see what Ken can do here. See if he's going to try and defend as much as he can for that P10.
And Ken always hovering in that mid-pack, just keeping those boys honest as always. big fan as we
There's
just
contact
see.
between the two.
Oh, PD
Pete
and-
cannot get
oh,
enough of it,
no.
can he, Davo?
Oh, that is unfortunate. I'll just get a quick. If you have seen it here first, there it is. Oh, and the boys pirouette round there. Everyone's got damage now, Isaac. I think that was.
It's a war zone out there.
Oh, it is a bloody war zone, isn't it? And I think that might have been Perko sneaking through there in the process as well. So Perko has gone from last to 12th just by other people sprinting. So well done, Perko. We'll high five, Perko.
Yes, well done.
We love you, brother. But come on, up your game. You actually make some passes, mate. You know? Yeah, the car's off track. Don't count, mate.
G'day Tina, thanks for tuning in. Make sure to smash the like button if you enjoy what you see. And I am in Brisbane today, so.
He's like literally round the corner from Davo at the moment.
Yes, about 5 minutes.
it's not far. You can probably hear me yelling at the mic from his place. But yes, awesome to have Isaac back in the comms box. Like we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the guy has got a solid gig here, at least for the rest of the season, to join Davo and J-Man here. We love the input from these drivers.
Pickle's just saying, are we going to grab some beers, Davo? I said, yeah, we'll grab some beers after the show.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm on the midstream, so come on.
Yeah.
I'm old. Give me a break.
On the low carb beers.
No, I do okay with the carbs, just the midstream. Okay, so what I have noticed is the Steve Cross and Matthew Clark battle has moved forward a little bit there. Oh, as we just pick up on, that is the back end of Crossland coming, doing himself a mischief there. I wonder if we've got that on the replay. I'm not sure. Here we go. What's this? Here we go. There it is. Unforced error. Leading the race. And I just...
Looked like he couldn't get it back into gear there as well, Davo.
Yeah, so that's interesting. That top, you noticed that as well. Was that a hardware reset, or do you think...
It could be sometimes there's a setting in the game that if you aren't stopped completely, you can't then put it back into
gear.
From neutral to first. You can't be rolling.
Yep. There you go. So, Crossy, pace has been awesome. Reliability, always. Consistency, should I say, always a question.
Yes, poor Crossy can't get away from it, can he, Davo?
No, look, and we didn't even have the canvas on him, but damn it. Isaac, we can't. At least
commentator Chris.
We can't be blamed, and that's all that counts. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. That has obviously, put Matty back up in lead. Gunther and Joseph Marnie in tow in the two Porsches. It did actually slow Matthew's progress there a little bit, as he just took a little bit of evasive action. To just sort of get himself around Crossy there. Does that put Nick Firth in touch? I don't know. Let's have a look. Oh, we can't even see Crossy in the same... Oh, yes, we can. There you go. That camera shot there. You can see Crossy not too far from Nick Firth now. So Nick, as you can see, probably on the board there. see intervals there between Marnie and Crossy there, 3.5 seconds. So he has lost some distance on the top three in front there. Firthy not too far behind. Look. I don't know, Isaac. What are we
going to do with this bunch, eh?
What is going through these guys' heads here at, where are we? We're a little over 20 minutes into this hour and 15-minute race. So there's still a lot of race to go on. What are we? A quarter, maybe? Pretty much?
Yeah, well, we're only on lap 11, so, mate, I can tell you what, there's been a lot of action. I feel like I need to just take a moment and have a breather.
There's been a lot going on.
Yes, there has been, definitely.
Thanks, guys.
And it looks like Crossy and Firth could be catching Crossy, possibly.
Possibly. So that's a very good camera angle that we've just got there, actually, Isaac. You can clearly see, we can see all the way back to Bewley there. So we can see the leader, Matt Clark, there with Gunther and Jose Marnie in tow. Now, those boys are actually quite close. I kind of wonder whenever second and third's close to Matty, I always think, he's just conserving fuel, because I know he can go so much quicker. So I think, no, it's just like he's off the throttle, saving EV, you know. But either way, Steve Costle, that little unforced spin, is a little bit back from these guys, so there's a bit of a gap, but they're still all in camera. Nick Firth is in camera shot, as is Nathan Bewley. And Nathan Bewley, it's taken a while, but look at that gap starting to reduce between himself and Nick Firth, currently running in fifth there, Isaac.
Yeah, the gap's slowly coming down between the two of the boys, Firth and Bewley there. And as we just see there, Firthy having a little bit of a moment on the exit, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Bewley can close the gap between Firth, and if he chooses to stay behind Firth and just tag along and save some fuel. No one's come in to have an early pit stop either, so I assume they're all going to be coming into the pits at a similar time. So that's something to keep an eye on as well.
Absolutely, and we have definitely seen some fuel and EV conservation. It's nothing like, normal conservation. It's just like fuel conserving.
Yes.
Throughout the series, yeah. So look, it doesn't surprise me. And quite often we see these boys. They'll push, and they'll range up on the back of the car in front, and then they literally just sit there. They do just tag on the back, get underneath the wing, and we've noticed in the past we can see them throttle off at the end of the straights to actually stay behind, and that throttle off is critical, isn't it, Isaac? There's so much can be saved.
Yeah, it sure is, especially if you look at it from a lap perspective. They've got 38 laps, and if you're doing that every lap, or at least halfway through the race,
yep.
You can save quite a lot.
Yep.
As we've seen in previous races, some drivers being jumped by others, not necessarily on pace, but just on fuel and VE. So yeah, definitely. It can throw a spanner in the works.
Yeah, sure. And look, I'm just looking, and I think I don't think the overlay actually shows the VE. It gives me the option to show it, but it doesn't actually show it. But I can tell you that they're all very even. There's only a couple of percent or 3 between all of the drivers at the moment, at this stage of the race, which is still fairly early stages, Isaac. I'm sure you would agree. But it does come down to literally 1 or 2% sometimes, whether it's 1 lap more or 1 lap less can make such a big difference. As we just watched Marnie look hot on the back of Gunther here. Is he going to have a look? He's got the overlap.
Gunther just shuts the door there on Marnie, but it's not over yet, is it, Davo?
I don't think so. That still looks like a very intense little battle going on there between the two Porsches. Second and third position too, mind you, so a warranted battle. We've seen Marnie, and we talked about it actually at the top of the stream too. You know, did we? I'm not sure whether we were on air or not, but just his, like, I suppose, progressing in confidence throughout the series. We've seen him go a little bit quicker and a little bit quicker and a little bit quicker again throughout the last few rounds. And he'll take a lot from that. Porsche man, through and through, like you said, he knows these cars, he knows how to pedal them. He wants to master that.
Marnie's been very
impressive.
impressive.
There you go, there's Gunther.
The pressure.
The pressure!
And now it's the good mates, Crossy and Gunther Rowe, back at it again.
So, quick replay. Let's get on. Yeah, a little bit, maybe a little unforced. Gunther there. Just gets on the loud pedal a little early. A little too hard. Whatever. Boy, doesn't matter. Damage is done. And that is allowed. Famous Crossy through as well. In the official number 43 Sim Black's Aston Martin, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, there you go. These guys. You
can't keep these two apart, can you, Davo?
What is
Gunther and Crossy.
I know they're good mates, but like, guys, come on.
Has this been all planned? Is this planned from the start?
What is going on here? Please explain. So there you go, Martin. Now, holding that second position, and I applaud him for, again, just keeping the nose clean and keeping the car pointing in the right direction. Not always the easiest to achieve in LMU. We know that. You know that, Isaac, how hard that can be sometimes. Steve Cross.
Yeah, it can definitely be hard.
It can be. Steve Cross over Gunther Road. It suddenly even looks like it's getting down a little bit low in the sky here. Well, particularly on that camera shot there. Nick Firth. And now, with Nick Firth, look at that shot there. Okay, so we can see Crossland and Gunther in the distance there. But now, Nick Firth most definitely has to be starting to... He doesn't need to look at the data to see the gap between himself and Bewley anymore, because all he's got to do is look at the rearview mirror, doesn't he, Isaac?
Yeah, the old Tokyo taxi, it'll be filling the rearview mirror, that's for sure.
Obviously, always Firthy rocking the MATCHFIT Entertainment sponsorship, representing, and we appreciate that. Thank you so much, Nick, for all your hard work over at MATCHFIT. And yeah, look, he has got. Look, I'm gonna be nice and not actually keep the cameras on him too long. I don't want to curse my man. But what we're going to do, this is the way I get around this little dilemma here, Isaac, is we get out of Nathan's car, right? So we go cockpit view on Nathan's car. So we still get to look at Firthy's car, but we're not looking at it. So
we're looking, but we're not looking at it.
We're looking, but we're not looking, exactly. You're picking up where I'm going with this, aren't you? I know.
Yes, definitely.
So good stuff, but look, you can see the shadows on the cars there. The sun definitely getting a little bit down in the sky. Shadows are getting long. And we are, where are we time-wise? Here we go, we're under 45 minutes in, which means we're half an hour past already. So we're sort of tending towards, God, what have we got? Let me do the math. I'm not good at math. Isaac, when's half race? About 40 minutes or so.
Yeah, roughly 40 minutes.
Yep. And so this is where we start to see sort of, maybe 7 to 10 minutes either side of that when these guys, their strategies start to show, isn't it? And who's running for the overcut, who's running for the undercut, and what sort of fuel loads they are starting to carry. And what I can tell you, energy ratings are starting to become a little bit clearer, and my graph is starting to show all of them on yellow markers and starting to get down. So it will only be a matter of time, I suspect, Isaac, before we start seeing some movement in the pits. Let's get out of the rear of, holy crap, Matthew Clark. I tell you, I think, sorry Sue, I think Matty's sandbagging. Just quietly.
I was actually thinking that myself. I'm sure Matt's probably fuel saving. You and I both. We know Matt loves
We do.
the afterburners on, doesn't he?
He does. He doesn't muck around. He usually gets out there, gets into the next freaking dimension or postcode, and at least, and so he doesn't have to worry about these boys behind him. But here we are, and Marnie, Matty's so. Marnie passed. What is going on, Isaac?
I reckon Matt did that. Matt gave Marnie the position. What do you reckon?
Yes, I agree. Here we go. Just have a look at this. No slip up at all. A little bit of a run wide from Matt. Was it a run wide? It looked like he drove the car out there. Now he has Crossy to deal with as well. He pretty much, we're around 8 of 10. I mean, he can back off a little bit. We know this points wise. Have a look at that. Marnie now in the lead. Joe will be loving that. And will be so nervous and focused, I suspect. Sue will be.
Sue will be spitting bullets. Nah.
Come on, Sue. We know he did. Just piping up the chat box there. But we know Marnie's will be loving the position that he's in at the moment. He did, I think, got his first podium position. Was it last week or the week before? We got to interview him up here in the comms box, so well done. And these guys too are great mates. Look, Matthew still has to look out for Steve Crossan. Does he? Points wise he doesn't, race wise he does. So and then Gunther Road. Oh God, Gunther, what could have been, my friend, in the 480 Gorilla racing? Gosh, man, we see this car so often right up at the pointy end, Isaac, don't we? And then just the slightest of mistakes just causes dramas. Firth, hang on, what's going on here? We have lost Bewley off the back of this pack here.
Yes, I was just about to catch on to that one. I'm not sure if Bewley has made a mistake or if he's gone through the pits.
Just trying to pick it up on my data there. Can't actually see anything that tending towards one thing or another, and so is just get a little bit of an eyeball. I can't even see actually on my data whether he's had a mistake, so I've got a funny feeling is that car pitted? I'm not sure. let's try and bring some data up on.
Well, it looks like Davo, his last lap was a 2:51.4, so that would either assume that he's pitted or he's had a big incident, but looking at the car, it doesn't look like it's got any damage on it.
Okay, Bewley, the leaderboard has just been corrected there, because I've got the buttons, ladies and gentlemen. I can click this stuff, and there you go. There's the stops. Bewley has been in the pits there, Isaac.
So Bewley there,
one stop
going
down
for the early pit stop.
Yep.
Yep.
So nice work. Is that your thing? And then let's talk about the way you sort of deal with this stuff. It's obviously dependent on what's going on around you as well, isn't it, with this sort of stuff?
Definitely, yeah. I like to, if I'm in battles and it's going to and fro, I would prefer to pit early, just run qualifying laps or fast race laps, and then see where I come out once everyone else has done their pit stops. And it seems like that's what Bewley's gone for this race. And just touching on Sue, what she said in the chat about Marnie getting past Clark, just saying that Matt wants the fight to be happening. Obviously, Jose and Matt are good friends,
absolutely.
and Matt just didn't want the track limit, so he backed off there.
Okay. I call bullshit, but anyway, look.
We'll get Matt on this box.
We're going to get him up here at the end of the night anyway. But no matter, we still love the fight. We love the fight 100%. And obviously always thanks to Sue, who's just got a direct line to Matty while he's racing. He's yelling over his shoulder, "Mum, tell him I didn't let him pass."
We've got to get the both of them on the combo.
I think we do.
Definitely, Mum and son.
Sue,
It's a duo.
Like, come on, Sue. You need to get in the Discord here so we can drag yourself and Matty in the combo.
Would that not be great? That would be great.
Unbelievable. We would love to see that. So, come on, Sue. Jump in the Rainlock Racing Discord at the end of the race and jump into the hot box with Davo and Isaac here tonight. Here, look, the focus now. I mean, we just sort of been banging on for the last 5 minutes about Joseph Marnie passing Matt, but we got cameras on Matt at the moment, and a little bit sketchy. Clarkey actually a little bit wide. I think that might have even been the same corner he ran wide before, as well. Steve Crossan well in touch with those two. So those three, all no line astern. And in the background, that is the Gorilla Racing, Gunther Rowe, Bosch. Playing a little bit of catch up now to the boys up in front. Joseph Marnie's, Matthew Clark, and Steve Cross. Where is Nick Firth? That's the second. That's the second time we've called him Firthy tonight. I'm going to get a text message tomorrow. I'm going to get a text message tomorrow going, "David, what's going on?" Go back on the full strength.
Maybe you'll be able to pronounce his last name.
Maybe
properly.
you can pronounce my name properly. But Firthy, and look, we can see back a shot there on Firthy there, just in that last shot there. We're way out in front on Dugdale, Costas, Robbie Mitchell, and the likes. Bewley is well back now. Remembering, we did get the totem did show that Bewley had already been in the pits for a stop, so very early pit stopper. I haven't noticed anybody else sneak in. I might actually just try and bring that graphic back up. and just see whether.
I believe I did
Bloody
see
hell.
Fraser come
Do
in,
you think Fraser went in as
Davo.
well?
Yeah,
Okay.
Fraser.
Right, just check that one. Yeah. See what's going on here.
Elvis is saying get the cameras up the front.
Get the cameras up the
Davo,
front.
Marnie, Rosslyn, Clark. Looks like they're having a good battle.
Yeah, so it was Fraser. You're exactly right. There. Oh yes, absolutely, and warranted. I think from Elvis, Mr. McConnell there. What the hell just happened there? Let's see if we can pick up on a replay of this. What happened? What actually happened? Oh, it's actually before that. So we need to go back a little bit more. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the start of it. Oh, no, that's not even it.
This is why it's great to have people watching, because as you and I both know, Davo, it's very easy to get distracted.
It is very easy to get distracted.
It looks like it's Crossy, Clark, and Marnie now. Are you?
Okay. It has changed somewhat, and we are trying to catch up with the replays, but it's not quite working properly. But Marnie definitely going backwards. I think Matt Clark's let Crossy pass as well, as has Marnie. So Crossland leading this race at the moment. There, Isaac, as the sun has literally ducked behind the hills now, and we can start to see the floodlights actually starting to shine around Qatar here. Oh, Qatar is, and who was that? Well wide there. I think that might have been Crossy. Gathers it, keeps it together. He's got, oh, and Matty even. Well,
what is going on
wide. These guys are getting loose. It's at the change in track temp here, as we see the sun start to dip behind the hills here. Very much change conditions. Crossland now leading the race. Matt Clark and Joseph Marnie. What a swap around. That is literally a total swap around. We had Marnie, Clark, and Crossland. Now we've got Crossland, Clark, and Marnie. It's just like literally just Clark's the only one that stayed in the same position here. Oh, is that? I mean, oh
Yes,
no,
yes.
crossing round.
Oh no! Just when we're talking about him.
Look, I didn't even have the cameras. Not my fault.
No, we did not.
No.
We don't have the cameras on
There
Crossy.
it is. There it is, though. Bam. And look.
Very similar
It
to
just
what happened earlier.
It just shows you how simple it is. Not only for us to miss something, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, but it just shows you how easy it is for these guys, even when they're not like sort of really side by side in the heat of battle here, Isaac, is just to get on the right foot a little bit hard or a little bit wrong and get it all turned around.
Yeah, that's right. And Gunther very lucky not to tag Crossy there, as Crossy was just sitting in the middle of the track when he had spun. So very well done there by
Gunther. Yeah, no, that was very close actually, around the outside of him there. And Crossley, like smart guy, obviously knows just to hold that brake, keeps a calm position, no mucking around, don't roll back or forth. And give the
And it
guys...
looks like Jost is back through to the lead, and Matt in second.
Yes.
So the boys having a great battle there, Davo.
Yes, and actually we do have a replay of that. Let's just get this one. Here we go. Let's go to up here, and again, I think it's the same corner. We've seen him run wide on a few times there. This time, just sort of, again, we talk about just getting up on that loud pedal a little bit too much, and gathered it up, but definitely had the car very much sideways. Look at these two, they're still at it. This isn't got away, actually, these two boys. And did we mention, these guys really good mates. They're used to sparring.
Yeah, good mates, Maddie and Joe. You know, they been racing for a few seasons together, or from what I know from racing with the Rainlight guys. And if you're having banging doors with your friends while you're racing, it's always a great time.
Doesn't get any better, does it, mate?
Definitely not. So they'll be all smiles for sure. While Sue is, her nerves are through the roof, I'm sure the two of these boys will be having the best time.
You should be on your way over to MatchFIT so you can get in the comms box with us, Sue. What are you talking? What are you doing here, still chatting away here in the box?
Hands-free. She's on hands-free.
Come on. Here we go. Out of the front of Matt Clark's car on good Fred. Joe Sparney. Joe's had nothing for it. Was held wide. Matt Drew. You know what? I've got a funny feeling Matt's sizing up for a pit stop here, and he's just trying to get that, you know, that fast 1 or 2 or maybe 3 laps in before that pit stop. And we know how critical those in and out laps are, aren't they? After, you know, just pre or post pit stop, aren't they?
Yeah, very, very critical. Because it's also very hard to, when you're following someone into the pit, you don't exactly know when they're going to hit the brakes and how hard they're going to hit the brakes.
So I think one of the things, true that. Yeah, so you don't want to be actually around them, but I mean, if you get stuck in traffic and stuff, it's obviously good to just sort of get out of it, isn't it? Sometimes and just go, well, okay, if I've got the VE and we've got my, you know, I've got some flexibility in my setup, my pit stop settings, and let's get in or a little bit earlier or a little bit later or whatever, so that we can get out of a fight that might be holding you up a little bit. So you know, that's always a factor. Bewley, remembering first pit stopped car, spit it out, Davo. Pit stopped car, the Lexus. Well, he's a taxi. I mean, it's a freaking taxi. I mean, of course he's going to get in the pits. He's going to pick people up, drop people off, you know. So first car,
he's going to do all of that.
He's going to do all that, Jazz. It's like Uber, you know. First pit stopped car. So where was he? He was actually gaining on the back of Nick Firth at the time of the stop. The last time we looked, Isaac. So it'll be interesting to see where he lands when the pit stops start to equalise. Just noticing car on track and a little bit sketchy out of the couple of those corners there. So he's definitely working for his lap time at the moment. Okay, where are we? Up the pointy end of the grid. Joseph Martin.
Clark looks like he's pitted, Dave.
Clark is all he's got to be in. No, he has gone backwards.
Maybe try and catch that one on the replay, see what happens there.
We are going to try and catch that on the replay, most definitely.
What a battle the top 4 are having this race, I will say.
No, it's not that one. Here we go. It's this one here that we're looking for. It's this one. And this is Clarkey. Oh, and gets it all kinds of wrong. Actually, nearly drives out on the circuit there. Wow.
Not normally something that you see from Matty Clark there, is it, Davo?
No.
Almost looks like it's a software or some
Yes.
sort of force feedback error or something, because he really just turns a hard, you know, turns very abruptly.
He does, and that lost him. That actually lost him. He was leading then, and lost not only a position to Marnie, but also Rowe and Steve Crossland in the process. So tough gig there, working hard. Will he be in the comms box for a chat? I don't know.
25 minutes to go,
Well, we're gonna
and
find out soon enough.
McConnell just wanting to know, Davo, if we can get the time entry back on for the deltas between the
We can
the
get
guys.
deltas. We can get deltas. Absolutely.
Don't worry, McConnell, I see you in the chat, mate.
Yeah, we got you. We got you. We gotcha, and what we got also is a little bit of energy data in the process as well, viewers. We have got Joseph Marnie sitting on 4.3%, 3.1% for Gunther Rowe, 3.1 or so for Steve Crossland, 4.3 for Matthew Clark, and Nick Firth, I would suspect, is in the pits because his is going up.
Yeah, Firthy's just jumped in the pits now, Davo, so it'll be interesting to see where Bewley comes out.
And also Makalos, I think, and I think it might have been Doug Dale as well, also in the pits there. So interesting to see. And so definitely, like you said, Nathan Bewley, where does he land in this battle between himself and Nick Firth here? Nick Firth rolls out of the pit lane, and there is Nathan Bewley right behind him in the Lexus. And I don't think Bewley gained anything. If it was marginal, maybe a couple of car lengths. But those guys are still with a reasonable gap between them. What is it going to show? Just let these guys just run across this first control line here, and we will see where that gap lands. But
battle looks very close. Sorry, Davo. Battle
does.
looks very close between Clark and Crossy on the timing table.
And Gunther Rowe, too.
And Gunther.
Clark pass. Rowe. Yeah, all of them into the pits there. Oh, and the bump, and you talked about this, the Steve.
Yes.
Steve Crosser with a tap on the back of Gunther Rowe's Porsche there.
Telling Gunther to just, come on, mate, hurry up, let's go.
Oh, brother, just a little. You could have just braked a little bit later. Marnie exits. Clark. Oh, and only just
Clark
over.
Jumped them all.
Over
Jumped
Gunther
both of
Rowe.
them.
Yep. It's Marnie out in front though. There, Isaac.
Yeah, Marnie doing a stellar job there tonight, isn't he?
Oh, 100%. Well, just keeping it solid. A little bit of a toing and froing between himself and good friend Matt Clark. But yeah, it looks definitely staying focused. I mean, there's just a bit of a toing and froing, and there's a little bit of off-track shenanigans. But look, at the end of the day, still has sort of held that first or second position throughout that all of that shenanigans there, and now actually has quite a healthy. Actually, just look how far back Clark is. Rowe next in line, and then Steve Crossland. Steve Crossland still not one to rule out of being in the top three, I don't think.
No, can't rule any of these guys out. The top four are very, very close. And as we've seen during this race, anything can happen. With 20 minutes to go, of course, on the clock.
20 minutes to go. It's all happening.
Looks like Bewley's also half a second behind Firth, so he's closed up that gap. I'm wondering if Bewley actually changed tyres, if he changed 2 tyres or not. His pit stop did seem quite long as well.
Yeah, I sort of had a funny feeling that we would have seen Bewley actually making a bigger gain on Firth. Oh, there you go. Like you're saying, he's gained that half a second. Did Bewley take tyres? Good question.
Because it was a couple of seconds Firth had in front of Bewley, and he's completely closed that gap up now, which is why I'm wondering if he has taken
just since that
tyres.
Since Bewley, since Firthy came out of the pit lane, so remembering Bewley first pitted car on track here tonight at Qatar or Qatar. I'm probably pronouncing the Q too much. I think it's Qatar. Here for round 8 in Rainlight Racing's 2026 LMU Season 12, proudly sponsored by MATCHFIT Entertainment. And Firthy off! Get it wrong! Not ideal.
Yeah, this track proving very tricky for some of the drivers tonight, isn't it, Davo?
Yeah.
So it's very easy to make a mistake and go out on the sand trap here.
And obviously from that camera angle that we just spotted that on, didn't look like there was a massive mistake. It's just like the corner just does tighten up towards the end of it, and Firthy just not being able to arrest the speed on the car, and just running wide here. Plenty of runoff here, Qatar. Obviously, tarmac all over the place, bike track, things. So able to sort of regather and get off the throttle there and get back into it there. But Bewley passed, still in 5th position, so no massive gain from Bewley. Really?
No massive gain there, Davo, is there? I don't think he'll catch Crossy in time.
Stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse us if the leaderboard isn't quite as detailed as some of our other streams, but yes, we do have limitations from platform to platform. Here we are though tonight. Chasing Nathan Bewley on camera here after sneaky little pass. Well, a gift probably from Nick Firth there, running in 5th and 6th respectively at the moment. Joseph Marnie out in front. Good friend and wingman Matty Clark in the background, and he will definitely have his back there.
Looks like Crossy and Rowe are having a good battle there, Davo.
Well, I think the friendship's very much different between these two than it is to Jose and Matt. So, and look at them side by side, Isaac.
Yeah, great battle. Stick with these guys. See how it. Oh, not sure what happened there. Maybe a little bit of a twitch.
Are you still there? Damn it!
yeah. Bit of a twitch there from Crossy. But definitely battles all throughout this race.
Oh, look, yeah, definitely at the top. Plenty going on at the top here. Plenty going on all through the field. There's like a gaggle of bloody Porsches here in the mid-pack. Doug Dale, I think Fraser as well. got a recovering PD in the background. We've got the staunchest ever Kenneth Worcester in the Wheels In car. The number 8 Mustang running in 12th. We had seen that car up in 10th earlier on. Carso is in the pits. Who is that in there? Oh, that's Chris Fraser. So a couple of DNFs there. Carso, Perko, and Hayden Crossland off track at the moment, reducing that field down to 12th position. So, where is the action at? I'll tell you where the action is at. It is pretty much Gunther Road and Steve Crossland there, Isaac.
Yeah, that's where it seems to be, and I think that's where it'll probably be for the remaining race, unless Clark can close the gap to Marnie. The rest of the field, looking at the timing table, looks to be fairly well spread out.
On board with Steve Crossland, ladies and gentlemen. Just get a look at this. Well, look, I apologise in advance if we put a curse on him, but seriously, it's out of my control, viewers.
Me too. Also out of my control too.
Isaac's removing himself. Well, for legal reasons. But,
I want to get home safely.
But here we are, out of the final turn. Let's do a run. Let's do a full lap with Steve Crossland here. Just get a load of this, ladies and gentlemen.
And you can see in this view, but as well, viewers, that you can see how flowy and technical the track is, and it's not a very slow track. There's not a lot of slow corners on this track here.
Yeah, very much a superbike track, like we talked about top of the stream there, Isaac.
Yeah, for sure. But as we've seen, it makes for great racing here tonight, and I'm sure the boys will be happy having several battles through the night. And it looks like on the timing tower, Davo, that Clark and Marnie are getting
busy
Clark's
with it again. Getting busy with it again. Oh, did you see that? Wow, that was just the slightest of contact with Pete Dawson. I think we got a replay on this. Oh, do we? No, we don't. Oh, we go. We might have it up here, actually. Here we go, What's this? Oh! Just gets in to the back. Whoa, that could have put Joseph around.
That could have put both of the guys out there, couldn't it, Davo?
Yeah, so we just wow. Tell me, we're just picking up on a replay of this. So that's Marnie. There's a little just there you go. So that sort of gives some context to the situation there. We just went back a little bit further. We just looked at the overtake from Marnie running wide. Matty gets through as Marnie re-enters the track there. Sorry, guys.
There's so much going on.
Sorry, guys, but we did need to touch on that. But Marnie re-entering the track there, and an out of position Pete Dawson just happened to have his bright white Ferrari sitting on track there, and a little bit of contact. That could have been way worse, couldn't it, Isaac, like you alluded to?
Yeah, For sure, it could have been Clarkie and Marnie both out of the race, and you'd have Rowan, Crossy, and Bewley 1,
Yep.
2, and 3. But
Yep.
yeah, very fortunate to get away with that one.
Yeah. Ah, this is the racing. This is the intensity. I mean, Marnie is so clearly so focused on Matt, and maybe just unaware of that out of position car there in PD in the Ferrari. A little bit of contact, and these things do happen, ladies and gentlemen.
For sure, it's very easy to get a bit of tunnel vision, especially when you're in a battle with someone else. You know, you're not really paying too much attention to what's going on with your surroundings. And Crossy's just spun by the looks of it on the last corner.
Oh, he has too. He had to, and he's into the wall in the pit lane wall here. Is this the final corner? I think it is, and there it is again. Just leaning on the big pedal. Too much, Isaac. Oh, he'll be dirty with that. You know,
He's not had a great night, has he?
Oh, look, that's it's disappointing. I'm disappointed, Crossy.
I'm sad for him.
Just do better. Okay, that's all I got. But yeah.
Crossy, eh? What are we gonna do with him?
Crossy. It's the words. That's the words. Look, what it has done is all of this malarkey has bunt field somewhat here. Oh, as we see Marnie. Oh, and Matty. Ah, how close was that little exchange? Very, very tidy stuff. Starting to wind down here. A little over 7.5 minutes to go. Let's get another sticky beak one here. Let's just have a look how close these two are. A little bit of a wriggle. And here, look at that. Super close between the boys. Marnie sideways on the exit. It's getting that little bit of a drift in. Yay. Nathan Bewley now running in third. That does not surprise me, Isaac.
No, never count Bewley out until the race is done.
Absolutely. Gunther Rowe in fourth position. That doesn't surprise me either. Nick Firth, fifth position. Thumbs up, brother. I saw the screenshots of you in practice, and all I could see was the roof of the car as you rolled over. So, fifth position, maybe that surprises me. No disrespect, but thanks for coming. And Steve Crossan in the pit lane, Isaac, not ideal.
Yeah, he's got a drive through.
Steve Crossan, yeah.
Yeah, so not ideal. Definitely not the way Crossy would have wanted to race.
No.
Race to.
No. Oh, you and I both know that. That's right.
But what a shake-up between first, second, and third. I mean, you can never count Bewley out, can you? But he just goes to show.
From way back, bro.
From way back.
The
I think
guy
he started
was way back, yeah.
Way back. And Macrolos up in P6 as well.
Again.
From his spin earlier. Looks like we've got a couple DNFs as well. So we've got Dawson, Carson, Perkins, and
we'll get a couple extras.
Hayden Crossland. Yeah.
Yeah, so what was that last one there? Who's that? That's Steve Crossan, DNF and a drive-through. So it's just like, I'm out and I'm out. I'm just like, I've had enough. So look, there's actually not too long to go here, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes, and the racing has been epic, obviously, because, I mean, DNFs, these guys working hard, crashing these cars, getting the business done. We've seen multiple position changes up the porty end. obviously,
Yes, it's been full on race, hasn't it, Davo?
it certainly has.
And I would like to say it's still not over between Jose and
Well,
Clark as well.
what do we got? Less than 4 minutes. That gives us about 2.5 laps. Where are they on track at the moment?
So this one's definitely not over, is it?
Definitely not. Coming to the S's here. Matt in tow over Joseph Buddy, and see clearly back a shot there. There was no one but Bewley. We've actually had to flick back there. Nathan Bewley, that is Gunther Rowe, and Nick Firth in tow. So Clark passed. Let's get a replay of that. Excuse all the little malarkey that the LNU delivers to us there, just on the transition. But there you go, and there it is. And Joseph so ever so slightly wide. Matt just like, bro, don't leave the
I'll
door
take
open
that.
like that. Because I tell you,
Yes.
I'm coming. It's like, and if it's not me, it's someone else.
But I am very much looking forward to having a chat to these boys, because I know that they'll be having such a good time out there on track.
Yeah, and no pressure either, Isaac. I mean, these guys, good mates. I mean, and I know Matt, I suppose, and Jose don't really care who comes first or second here in this race. Oh, well, maybe. I think Joseph might want to conquer it. just a little bit. Yeah, there's no pressure from behind. Bewley's well back, and we are literally only in a lap or so away from the checkered flag. So, I mean, these guys can just sort of relax a little bit, have a little bit of fun. They're probably chatting away in their own little private Discord channel here now, as we speak, just going, woohoo, we're both going to be in the comments box tonight. Well, that's what I hope.
Should we get them both in, shall we?
Definitely.
Davo, get them both in 1 and 2.
100%. It's going to happen. It's happening. We'll get, we can probably get the whole lot of them up here.
Get all 3 of them
yeah,
in. They all did the Qatar.
They're all good
10
guys.
hour.
Yes. Did they all do it together in a team?
Yeah, they did. Yep.
Okay. That's it. Signed off. Isaac.
Get them all in the comments
We're just
box,
going to
mate.
just get them all up here. There is no surprise. All of these 3 guys here, now knowing that they were in the team together for the, what is it, 10 hours? My God. Woo. Here we go. Closing stages of this race. We have seen some ups and downs and amazing racing throughout the last hour and whatever's left. Hour and 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. There's not much left of this. Amazing stuff from 2 rows of 3 wide into T1 and 2 here. Unbelievable stuff. Start of the race. Great battles. And all the way through until probably, I don't know, about 10 or 15 minutes after the pit stops, things did start to equalise a little bit. Everybody sort of knew where their space was on track and hasn't really done much with it other than what is going on up at the pointy end of the field here. And this has not stopped literally the whole race. Viewers, remember, if you like what you're seeing here at MATCHFIT Entertainment, hit the like button, support MATCHFIT Entertainment and Rain Light Racing in the process.
Yeah, that's right, Davo. You guys do a great job at streaming and you know, calling the races. It's not easy. You know, it can look easy from when you're watching as a viewer, but when there's this much action on the track like tonight, I can tell you, it's hard. It's hard work.
And that's why we've got you here tonight, Isaac, just to lighten that load. Obviously, with J-Man away at the moment, but look, look, and what better time to be in the comms box, Isaac? I mean, I know you'd love to be out on track, but I mean, if you can't, what better place to be?
What better place, eh?
Hey, not just sitting there watching it on just a regular stream, but you know, jumping in here and commenting with us and making a show of it. That is the race, ladies and gentlemen. Joseph Barney, wow, running across the line. Matthew Clark, as I'm just talking to Isaac up. Matty Clark in second position. Nathan Bewley coming across in third. You can see back a shot. Gunther Rowe on his way, as is Nick Firth. Costas Makalos. You can see that bright pink Lamborghini on its way down to the start-finish line. Ken Dugdale, Robbie Mitchell, Chris Fraser, and Kenneth Worcester back. And this makes me happy because we did see this guy in 10th earlier in the race. And so deserved to be there, but look how close he is behind Fraser and friggin' Mitchell there. The whole lot of those guys all coming across the line together. So spectacular stuff, ladies and gentlemen. As always, we are gonna just quickly thank SIMRACING, obviously for getting on board again. Excuse that racket. Who is that? That is Chris Fraser making a hell of a noise in the background. We're going to thank SIMRACING for coming on board again with Rainlight Racing, with some some secret giveaways at the end of the season. I know these boys are going to spin a wheel at the end of the series and give some pretty premium kit away from SIMRACING. So thank you, Steph, and Rainlight Racing for all that jazz. We are also going to remind all you guys to jump over to our MATCHFIT events channel and sign up for the Road America 450. We are gonna not muck around anymore, Isaac. We need to get
these boys in the comms box,
get
eh?
the boys in the comms box, absolutely. Oh God, how many
All three of them. It's going to be a party in here.
We need to get all three of them in. We so need to get. So who are we going? We go Marnie first. Bam. Nathan Bewley in the comms box, and we're going to go Matty Clark in the comms box. The teammates, ladies and gentlemen, what a race, boys! I knew you guys were all racing together over the weekend. I was unaware that you were all in the same team, but so now, knowing all that, thanks to Isaac, thank you, Isaac. It doesn't surprise me. I see you three guys, 1, 2, 3, on the at the end of the race tonight. Well, congratulations, guys, all of you collectively. Who's
where
going
to watch?
First? Who's going
we did
first?
not know
Who's
where to
gonna-
watch, by the way, boys.
Yeah, thank you guys. I'll say thanks. Yeah, I think the 10-hour race helped over the weekend well, definitely
Bit of
me.
practice.
Bit of practice, yeah. Great racing.
Awesome work,
Yeah, that was-
Joseph. And so first number one position. I think you came third or second or something. I think we interviewed you a couple of weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah,
And so
that was it. Yeah, got my first podium, which was a third. So no, tonight managed to jump a step. I think Matt was being a little bit kind to me, to be honest. I was very messy those last few laps. It felt like ice out there. It was pretty brutal. But no, it was excellent racing. It was good.
So you think Matty won gentle, wasn't you?
Yeah, look, I think so. But look, I noticed pretty quickly once Matt was behind me that I had the advantage physically in the corner and out of it. I knew that I was cooked on the straight. So I just had to stick my nose into the inside and take the advantage where I could get it. But it was very dicey. I will admit it was very.
You were not holding well into the first of the triple right-handers.
No.
It was very concerning.
No, don't be too judgy, Matt. We've seen your replays,
Oh,
bro.
we see drop from me.
And Nathan, you sort of weren't on our radar early in the race, and then we saw you come in first, the first car off into the pit stops, and just slowly kept working on it, and awesome stuff.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I decided I was like behind Nick and I was catching him a little bit, and then I was like, oh, let's just take a gamble. He was actually like the only car at that point that I was like racing.
Yep.
So I was like, I'll just pit in early, just take 2 tires and see where it gets me. And obviously I came out behind him, and then he made that little mistake, and then I was able to pass him. And then yeah, about like 10 minutes ago, I was licking my lips because I seen like Crossy spin, Gunther, sorry, spin, the last of the triple right-handers. Then we literally came to the last corner and Crossy spun. And I'm
Crossy's
like,
gone. Yeah.
This is even better.
Yeah.
Better, you know, because like I said, I think like 5th going without those boys spinning was literally the max that I had tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. Because obviously Nick had a bit of a wriggle only a couple of laps before or something as well. So it's just like you just got gifted these few positions like right at the right time, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
and
but
then, that was literally my race. You know, I was like, oh, I'll just then it was just like, oh, Matt and Jose were way up the road, like nearly like 10 seconds at that point. And it's like, yeah,
Yep.
I'm not catching that, so it's
No.
I'm just safe.
No.
I say safe, but you know,
Yeah.
last pretty much probably the last time it was in third, it was a Sebring, and I absolutely rolled the car by myself of not even racing anybody. So, you know.
Yeah. So
Don't worry.
Easily done.
Remember
Easily
that.
done. And look, not taking anything away from your racing as well, because I mean, like at the end of the day, you've got to be pointing in the right direction, and you've got to have stayed out of trouble, and you've got to be there, you know, to take advantage of, you know, like those guys, you know, disadvantages or their dramas, and you were there, and you were sort of on our radar. We were keeping an eye on you throughout the race early on. You were way back, but you know, we definitely weren't counting you out. And as the race went on, Nathan, you know, like you just kept climbing, and all of a sudden you're in the pits, and then it's just climb, and then here you are, top 3, good, massive effort, mate. So massive effort.
And well done, Joes, by the way. We were, myself and Davo were talking when, I think it was when you came back on track, and the PD. Pete was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
we all held our
close.
breath, didn't we?
I know. Yeah, look,
Matt
honestly,
nearly probably had a break.
yeah.
There too, thinking,
It was
what's going on?
Yeah, just those corners. I got a little bit loose. He obviously had heaps of pace coming through the corner because I knew I'd cleared Matt because of the radar, so I ducked back in. But as I was then coming back on track is when I saw Pete coming through as well. And yeah, a moment earlier where laps before Peter's coming back on track as well, bit of a dodging and weaving. It's such a track that's like. It's so so slidey. If you start to lose it or you're coming off like it is, it's pretty brutal.
Especially those triple right-handers.
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as you start losing it, it's yeah.
And is that just because you're literally, because a lot of the corners seem like they got like some good sort of positive camber. Is it just because you're just so loaded? Like you literally can get these things loaded up. And you're so committed, and so when it's wrong, it
goes very wrong.
It just goes very wrong. Yeah,
and yeah, it feels like you're on the edge a lot. Sorry, Matt, but yeah, that was one of the things I'd noticed in the 10 hour as well as we were doing the race. Like, just that limit, I was pushing the car too hard. It was when we slowed down. I started fuel saving and my times got quicker, so it's just finding that limit I found for me.
Yeah, okay, so when you backed off, you're actually getting better time. So
actually able to get better time.
Lesson learned.
I can tell you with absolute certainty the reason Jose was getting squirrely into the triple right-handers over and over again was he wasn't cutting the curb enough. You want to really cut each of the 3 curbs. Like, you want to have a full wheel over the inside. If you kiss the curb, like the apex of the curb, you're carrying too much speed to do that, basically.
Well, how was your race, Matt? It looked like you were having a good battle with Crossy at the start.
Yeah.
And then Crossy had his Crossy moment, unfortunately.
He did do a Crossy a few times by the looks of it.
Yes.
I was giving it I was fuel saving in the first stint, and probably started doing it too early, which let Crossy hang on my rear and get that move done into 1. And then I waited to see if I could stick with him while still fuel saving. But I think he had just enough pace that he would have started to gap me, so I had to pick up the throttle a little bit. But then he had the spin, which let me get through. So I just went back to fuel saving, because I was also enjoying watching Joseph going to have a scrap behind me.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like 2 birds, 1 stone. I get to have a good viewing experience, and I can save fuel here while managing my pace.
Yeah, we're always sort of like wondering whether Matt Clark's, conserving fuel when you start moving back towards the back. We always sort of go, yeah, it's Matty sandbagging,
Yes,
Sue always pipes up. Sue always pipes up on the tap box. No.
maybe a little in the grand scheme of things. But to be fair, when I started picking the throttle up, I was having a fucking nightmare with throttle control this race, so maybe it was a good thing.
Yeah, sometimes it's not good, is it? Because the car just doesn't want to work, when you're backed off a little bit either, because you've set it up to run hard, like it run fast, and when you get off it, they can be a little bit awkward to drive, can't they?
Yeah, and a big problem for me is I spent the entire week practicing in the Porsche.
Of course.
Yeah, and so jumping, even though, I've done a ton of practice for the track, and Bewley would probably have the same thing, jumping into a front-engine car, the Porsche feels like it glides to lap time around here, because there's so many places where you're off-throttle and the off-throttle rotation just works for you. Whereas, I really had to wrestle the Aston to get time out of it, because you have to, use the throttle to rotate the car.
Yep.
And I noticed that following Matty and fighting with him, I could see the spots that I was like, he was counting on the Porsche brakes there, or he was counting on the rotation there. So I knew that I could use that to my advantage, because he wasn't as comfortable in the in the Aston after all that Porsche driving. Yeah.
So you obviously you chasing him, you could see that he was sort of preempting something, and the Aston just wasn't giving it to him, and obviously you in the Porsche. And so Nathan, how did you go that transition from getting out of 10 hours in a Porsche, basically, and jumping in the bloody Toyota, of all things?
It was alright, Like I said, other than I think for the 10 hour, I think I did 20 or so laps of practice, and then for this one in the Lexus, it was literally whatever we did in the official practice.
Yeah.
It was kind of just just chuck the setup on and pray, make it a bit safe, and just pray that I don't absolutely kill myself with the triple right-handers.
Fair call. Yeah, okay. And that seemed to work for you.
I think it did seem to work, but I think I might have made it too safe, because then it was quite understeery. So I think I literally got all my track cuts out of the last corner.
Run it
and it even happened in qualifying. I got this lap and next validated, and I was like, I'm parking it up. I was like, no, I'm parking it up.
That's brutal.
We were talking about that, weren't we, Davo? We were saying, Bewley's a little bit lower down the qualifying table than what we noticed.
Yeah, we were watching.
I mean, I knew that it was bad when my race, even the practice and both that race lap just there was faster than what I did in qualifying. That's when I knew, I've really messed that up real bad.
Yeah. But look, but knowing you guys have all literally just jumped out of a Porsche, apart from Joseph, who's just been in a Porsche
the
all
Porsche
night.
guy.
Yeah, the Porsche guy.
I was saying.
I mean, the other boys.
Ghost is Porsche. Porsche till death.
Yeah, that's it. That's
yeah,
it.
so you guys have done a really good job. Like literally, just your muscle memory and just like everything that you've done tonight is so against what you've done all weekend, basically, isn't it? So, top effort from all of you. I really do need to applaud all of you guys. Like teammates over the weekend, and here you are, 1, 2, 3 on the grid. That is so fitting. It really is.
Thanks, Davo. Appreciate it.
Yeah, well
Yeah,
done, boys. It was a great race.
Yeah, I do have to admit, I was, during that 12 hours watching, 10 hours watching plenty of on board, Yuli, Matt, and Harry. I was learning a lot, so obviously it has paid off. It helped with the track, it helped with the drive, so no, it's, very good, very, very lucky to be driving with guys like these. It's excellent.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. Look, thank you and congratulations, you boys, for not only putting on a show, but taking out the top 3 steps tonight here. Round 8 at Qatar. Man, good effort. Look, we could just carry on. Then it'll be a bloody podcast, and nobody likes a podcast. So we're going to let you guys go. Hey,
Yeah, we'll just keep talking.
I do just want to quickly acknowledge that fighting for a win like this has been a dream of Joe's and mine, like for a long
Since we
time.
started.
So
Yeah.
didn't think it would happen, so for it to actually happen is a pretty special race for us. I'm sure we're both going to go and watch the race together immediately after this.
Sounds about right. Yep.
Yeah, just happy for him. Congrats on the win, brother. Deserved
Yeah,
it.
thanks, mate. No, very good. Appreciate it.
yeah, look.
Yeah, well done.
Yes, go, Isaac.
Yeah, well done, boys. We were saying to Sue, Matt, we were saying we need to get Sue in the chat. So if you ever got the time, make her a Discord account and we can drag her in.
Okay.
We want to embarrass you with your mum in the
She said
Discord.
That's
she
fine.
100% wants to come in, so.
Absolutely, she does. I hear about it in private. Trust me.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Let's rattle that cage a little bit more.
All right, I'll hook her up.
Okay. Okay, awesome stuff. Well, look, we're not going to go any further with this. You guys are friggin' legends. Thanks for all, again, for not only putting on a show, but first, second, and third. Great teammates, great mates, obviously, and awesome stuff. Taking out the 1, 2, 3 Qatar round 8, I think it is, in the Rain Light Racing.
Yes.
LMU series. Thank you, gentlemen. Quick shout out. We'll know who Matt's going to shout out. Right? She's going
Yeah, I
to
don't
shout
even need
out
to.
his
He's
boss.
sitting
So
here.
don't Matt. Joseph and Nathan, anybody you want to shout out? Friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, look, I'll jump in. I do want to I'll shout out my family again. The boys, they will be, they won't even believe the fact that I won, I think. So, Ezra and August, and yeah, Britt, my wife, thank you. Let me do this.
Yeah.
Do my hobby. It's great. But also, I do want to thank Matt, Bewley, and Harry especially,
Of course.
because it was awesome racing with them over the weekend. Obviously, Rainlight as well. While I'm here sitting on first place for once, I'll thank Rainlight. It's awesome driving with these guys. The whole grid is amazing. So yeah, very good.
Awesome.
Love it.
Thanks, Joyce. Nathan?
Yeah, I pretty much like the same sentiment as Joyce, obviously Joyce, Matt and Harry, for the awesome job over the weekend. And then obviously, the viewers and all that, also you guys in the Convox, also the drivers, I like to say this, the drivers that turn up and race with us, like
Yes.
it wouldn't be the same without them and all that. And then for what I'll shout out my grandfather. Just we had some personal issues over the weekend, so yeah, I'll just leave it at that. But thank you.
You're a legend. That's it. That's what it's all about, mate. And look, and family is important, particularly our wives that allow us to
Yes, the wives.
to communicate and play with our imaginary friends here online. But yeah, look, family is like an awesome thing, and like just and again we will reiterate just. Yeah, look after the family, friends. Make sure you stay in touch, and if you need any help, make sure you reach out ladies and gentlemen. That's a must. So thank you guys. Thank you for putting on a show, and thanks for joining us in the hot box here tonight. Joseph Marnie, Matt Clark, and Nathan Bewley, 1, 2, 3 respectively. There, you are all freaking legends in your own right. Well done, boys.
And thanks for keeping us busy in the comms, by the way.
You're welcome. Can't wait to
Awesome.
watch it.
Yeah, keen to watch it back.
Okay, awesome. Thank you guys. We are gonna just sneak them. Oh shit, not you. But these guys out of the room here, and we're gonna start wrapping things up. Isaac, just quickly, let me just pay some bills just quietly here. We need to obviously, and I think I've already done this already, SimBlacks on board again in 2026 for Rainlight Racing with a mystery freaking giveaway. It will go to one of the regular drivers, obviously in the series. There is terms and conditions. You do have to have completed a certain amount of the series to be eligible, but awesome stuff from obviously Rainlight Racing and SimBlacks once again. Stefan over there at SimBlacks, always up for a giveaway. We are also up for a giveaway, and we have been keeping this one back for maybe 8 weeks. But here we are. Get your phones out, ladies and gentlemen, and just focus on that QR code there. Because if you see that picture in the graphic there, right in front of you, it is literally a full sim rig without a PC and a couple of monitors or a monitor. Just scan that QR code and fill out the details, your details to go in the draw to the Get a Sim giveaway. Proudly sponsored by GAMAFLARE, Mozu Racing, SimBlacks, and MATCHFIT Entertainment. What else we got? Oh, yes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep up with all the jazz that's going on with MATCHFIT Entertainment. Part of that jazz is the April the 19th, 2026 Road America 450. It is iRacing, ladies and gentlemen. I know these guys are racing LMU, but this is what's going on with MATCHFIT Entertainment and MATCHFIT events. The Road America 450, again, proudly sponsored by all of those people that we just talked about. These guys, loads of guys supporting what we're doing here. Jump on board, get over to MATCHFIT Events Discord, links are in the description. Sign up. There is money, there is prizes, there is free friggin' merch, ladies and gentlemen, so definitely get involved in that. But look, even if you don't want to get involved in that, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notifications so you can keep up with everything going on MATCHFIT Entertainment wise. I'm nearly out of breath. Isaac, my friend, has just sort of given me just that little bit more breath because he's sort of picked up a bit of slack tonight. Davo would have been running solo. Thank you, Isaac Ichikawa, for joining me again tonight in the comms box. You are a friggin' legend, my friend.
I know, I was just thinking while you were doing your little spiel there, I was thinking, I don't know how you'd do that race with one person. There was too much going on. Great racing by the boys, and yeah, I couldn't imagine you doing it by yourself.
No, well, when I fire this thing up every night, I don't have someone beside me. I think the same thing. But luckily I had you here tonight. And Isaac, from New Zealand, yes?
Yes, yes.
Clearly travels the world because we see your Instagram posts. We see your
Yes.
pictures all the time. Clearly traveling the world constantly. We like from day, it's not even week to week, ladies and gentlemen, that we see Isaac's pictures from all over the world. as he works for Qantas as a flight attendant. But you, the last few weeks, you've literally been a couple of kilometres from me in Brisbane, which is just freaking amazing. It's just like, it's crazy. We're so close, and we are here online, talking in the comms box. And, yeah, propping these guys up. Awesome work, mate.
Mate, what a great race. The boys turned on a show tonight, didn't they?
They did.
Davo.
They did.
Pretty much straight from the get-go.
No,
the first two corners, 3 wide, first and second row. I mean, the viewers would have had a great race, and great race to watch, and see what next Monday brings, eh?
Absolutely. And what is next Monday? I think we already flashed up this calendar a little bit earlier, but we're going to flash it up again here just quickly. Round 9, it is at Monza. And the races just will all of a sudden get a little bit longer. We've been doing 1 hour and 15 minutes, which is 75-minute races. We are going to go to 1 hour and 90-minute races, ladies and gentlemen, from Monza and Barcelona for the last couple of rounds in this series. I need to go and get a drink. That has been awesome. Awesome work. Thank you, Isaac Ichikawa, for taking time out of your evening here in Brisbane, Australia, to join us in the comms box again. I think we need to put you on the payroll, maybe.
Payroll my beers? Is it right by me?
Well, that's the only way it happens around here anyway.
Yeah, good. Good. Correct answer.
Perfect. Okay, we're on the same page here. So, contract done. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in. I think I've said everything that I need to say. Remember, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notifications, and support not only Grey Light Racing, but MATCHFIT Entertainment in the process. That is bye for now. We will see you next week at Monza. We're out.